As you can see from in front of you, we have a slightly younger worship team.
Woo!
This week.
Yay!
So please,
You know what we say? The younger the better.
so yeah, please join us and let's worship God.
Which one are we doing? Oh, that one's not so bad. Restart, she said restart. In my life and in my doubts, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are peace in my troubled sea. You are peace in my troubled sea. In my silence, you won't let go. In my silence. In my questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. You are the peace in my troubled sea. And then chorus, My Lighthouse.
My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you, oh my lighthouse, I will trust the chorus, you will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are peace in my troubled sea.
My Lighthouse, yeah, of course.
My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you, oh my lighthouse, I will trust the promise, you will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before
Two more
us,
repeats.
you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. Lighthouse, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you, oh my lighthouse, I will trust the promise, you will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I am the light in the darkness. Jesus living in me can change the world. I am a city on a hill. I am the light in the darkness. Jesus living in me can change the world. Let my light shine, let my light shine, let my it shine, let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine.
God is for me.
If God is for me, who can stand against me? Let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine. The city on a hill, I am the light in the darkness. Jesus living in me can change the world. I am the city on a hill, I am the light in the darkness. Jesus living in me can change the world.
And let my light shine.
Let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine. Let it shine, let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine. If God is for me, who can stand against me? Let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine. For me,
Oh,
who can
sorry,
stand against
sorry,
me?
yeah. Where are we?
Let my light shine, let my light shine, let my light shine.
Must be something missing.
We are a light in the darkness. Jesus living in us can change the world.
Repeat. We have a city on the hill.
We are sitting on a hill. We are a light in the darkness. Jesus living in us can
Chorus two,
change
let
the
your light
world.
shine.
Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine.
Let
Let
it
it
shine.
shine, let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine.
God is for us.
God is for us, who can stand against us?
Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your
light shine.
Let it shine. Repeat.
God is for us, who can stand against us? Let your light shine, let your light shine, let your light shine.
Yeah, okay. I'll go anywhere. Alright. Restart. Restart?
Yeah, hang on.
Restart.
I'll go anywhere,
Anywhere at all,
as long as I'm with you.
you.
I'll go anywhere, anywhere you call me to, as long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with you.
The adventure of
The
lifetime.
adventure of a lifetime, Jesus. You take my heart and make it wild. Hurrah.
You're a thrill.
I was only seeking Jesus.
Your
Grace
grace
has
is
no
no
horizon line. Your grace has no horizon line.
chorus.
I'll go anywhere,
Anywhere at all, as long as I'm with you.
I'll go anywhere,
Anywhere you call me to,
as long as I'm
with you. So repeat.
as long
Take
as
me out
I'm
beyond the
with you.
Repeat.
Take me out beyond the waves, Lord Jesus. You are the captain of my soul.
Ahoy!
There is no map for where your wild heart takes us. We're running into the unknown. We're running into the unknown. I'll go anywhere,
Anywhere at all,
as long as I'm with you. I'll go anywhere, anywhere you call me to, as long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with you.
again, repeat.
As long
As I'm with you, I'll go anywhere, anywhere you call me to, as long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with you. We're the young,
we're the bold, we're the fearless. We're the strong, we're the brave, we're the dreamers. We're the ones who carry love into the darkness. We have a fire burning inside, nothing can stop us. We're the young, we're the bold, we're the fearless. We're the strong, we're the brave, we're the dreamers. We're the ones who carry love into the darkness. We have a fire burning inside, nothing can stop us. I'll go anywhere, anywhere alone, as long as I'm with you. I'll go anywhere, anywhere you call me to, as long as I'm with you. As long as I'm with you.
Excellent. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, girls. And we're going to now have the news video for this week.
Here's what's on at St Peter's this week. The Keys Cafe, which is running out of the St Peter's Community Hub, is open on Mondays and Wednesdays over the summer. Do go and support it if you're able to, and if you're interested in volunteering, please speak to one of the team for more information. On Sunday the 30th of August, there will not be a 4 p.m. service in the garden. Instead, there will be a picnic on West Mouldy Rec, that's opposite Sainsbury's on Walton Road. Please speak to Sue Langway for details. If your young person is interested in playing a musical instrument within a band or finding out about production and recording, then bring them along to the Overdrive Open Evening on Tuesday the 1st of September. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and there'll be opportunities to try instruments and to find out what's involved in Overdrive. We're launching a new daytime alpha on Thursdays during the autumn term, and we'd love your help. We're looking for people who can help run the session, support with childcare, and also if you'd like to pray either as a group or individually, we'd also really love some prayer support. Please speak to Naomi or Helen for details. If you'd like to financially support the ministry here at St Peter's, please consider setting up a standing order. Scan the QR code for more details. To keep up to date with what's on at St Peter's, we'd love to invite you to join the WhatsApp group. Just scan the QR code or speak to Helen for more information. Now let's continue with the service.
One bit that was missing from there is it is also Ladies' Night In this week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock at Annette Ball's house, where we'll be watching an episode of The Chosen. If you don't have the address and would like to come, then please speak to me or Annette. And now Sue and Naomi are going to come up.
If you've been coming to our series on Esther through the summer, you'll know that we've been doing a wrap to start with to give you a general idea. We're now up to week 3, so we're building it up week by week. So we're now on to 3 weeks. So I'm handing it over to my wrap expert.
Not an expert.
Over to Naomi.
Thank you, Sue. Okay, so if you've missed the first and second week, don't worry. We're going to be doing week 1 and week 2 again. Just need to take a breath. It's easy to do a rap when no one's watching you. When you've got eyes on you, it's like...
Yeah.
Everyone just close your eyes and imagine them.
That's called pressure.
Yeah, it is pressure.
But God's pressure doesn't.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right,
You do what you can do.
thank you. So this is the story all about Esther and how she doesn't let Haman best her. Sit back and relax while we sing. We'll tell you the reign of Xerxes the king. Xerxes was a king so bold and proud, he left his decision-making to his crowd. They told him to get rid of Queen Vashti because they didn't really think that they were ready for when she was bratty. Esther comes in, beautiful and bright. She found favour of the king before the night, so now she'll be the one to rule by his side. But Esther was told her background she should hide. Now this is where things get really sad. Things for Xerxes are looking bad. His officers conspired for his crown. They were going to kill him, but it didn't go down because Mordecai heard and followed the plan by telling Esther, who told her man they left some boots needing to be filled, and a creep named Haman fit the bill. He was glorified and honoured by the king. He said, Jewish people, do your thing. All bow down to the man. When Mordecai wouldn't, Haman hatched a plan. He lied to Xerxes about the Jews, probably the first to make fake news, saying kill the Jews for their crime. I'll even pay you with my dime. Xerxes agreed to the request. You never guess what happened next. Jewish people were being destroyed. In one day, the troops were deployed. Esther was asked to speak to the king. Did Mordecai know it was a risky thing? The king hadn't summoned for his queen. Was his favour enough to redeem the golden sceptre to save her life? Or was it about to end in strife? Esther didn't think she could make a difference. Mordecai got past her silly ignorance. Relief and deliverance will be given. Whether you're a part of it will be God-given. Esther was told to tell the Jews to fast for 3 days and she'll share the news, to break the law and risk it all. Esther was willing to take the fall.
Yes. Woo!
Don't go away, no. Now, you get to not say anything now. This is miming time. So I need another willing volunteer. Where are you? You happened to catch my eye there. What an awful shame. Right. Hey.
I don't think she can quite follow directions.
But I can help her. Yeah. Oh, we get sweet.
It might be that. But the Swedes might be.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, working
Yes.
now. Okay. Okay.
Hello? Maybe I'm just moving around too much, or maybe it's knows what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give these ladies a little scenario to do a still picture of. It's going to have to.
Oh. Sorry. No, let's try another one.
Yeah.
You're a switch. Give us here. Give us. One, three.
We use props or we have to take it?
Props.
This is all about facial expression. No, you need to face this first. Yeah, so let's see if you can guess what this is a still picture of. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
All right, with Haribo?
What's going on? Three.
Thank you. So we're ready. 3, 2, 1.
You can shout it out.
Swimming!
Okay, nearly there. You're in the right element.
My audio on the floor.
What?
Shark attack. Did you say? Is that what you said? Shark attack. Oh, you said so.
Oh.
Okay, so one more. 3, 2, 1.
You got me still.
It's meant to be a still picture, ladies. It's meant to be a still picture. Very, very good. Very good.
It's kind of hard when I pick the shortest arms.
That's for. Did you say?
You said T-Rex fight.
So a dinosaur fight. It wasn't dinosaur. Very good. Okay, let's make this last one.
I will say still.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Skiing!
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 Yeah. Well done, yeah. I think Naveen and Rachel both got that one, didn't you? Oh, it's an error. Oh, well done. Right. Lovely. Well done. So thank you, ladies. So now you wonder what on earth. No. We're now going to move on to a little bit of. No, Mary, I do. That was a bit of fun getting you to do the idea. We're now going to go through our Bible story using some still pictures. It's a bit of a dark one for having a funny sketch, so I think we're going to do still pictures. Okay, so we're going to be thinking of facial expressions and reactions. So you can both be Esther in this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to think about is Esther hears the bad news from Mordecai that Haman has made an awful plan and wants to kill all the Jews. So she's just heard that Haman has issued this decree that all Jews are going to be killed. How do we think Esther feels when she hears that news?
She's going to be a bit more upset than that.
Yeah.
A bit more upset.
I'm more shocked than upset at the moment. Like, yeah, I think I'd probably be really quite terrified.
So we don't even like to shout out a word. What do you think? Shock?
Oh.
I wonder if you already said that one.
Terrified?
Crying. Upset.
So do yeah. If you keep it, yeah.
I know what else. I got to see not as complex as Oh, well done.
So the next one, anyway, is Mordecai tells Esther that she needs to go to the king to ask him for help. But the problem is that if she goes into the king unannounced or uninvited rather, then she'll be killed. That's the law. So she knows this. Mordecai knows this. So how do you think she's feeling now? Yeah.
Terrified.
Fingers on mouth.
No, that's
Biting your
terrified.
nails.
No, that's terrified.
I'm not an actor.
Petrified. Yes. Scared.
Scared to death.
Yes.
So, and this one, you're going to not be Esther. You're going to be the two sides, because Esther has to make a decision based on knowing that she's got the choice to go into the king and try and save her people, or to not go into the king and save her own skin. So it's a little bit like those cartoons where somebody was trying to make a decision. You've got a little devil on one side and an angel on the other side.
Go for the angel.
So
What's that?
Run away.
Oh.
You run away.
So you're being the devil, okay? Okay, so what might the two sides be saying?
Yeah, like terrified. Anyone's naturally terrified, isn't it?
And what about the angel? What do you think you might be saying? Stand strong. That looks like a stand strong.
Don't run away.
They don't run away, yeah.
So she decides after 3 days of prayer and fasting, alongside all the Jews and her own servants, that she will go to the king, and she decides if she perishes, she perishes. So what might she be feeling now at the end of the 3 days when she's prayed and fasted and all the Jews and her servants have fasted with her? What do you think she might be feeling? Determination?
She's
She's
relieved.
on my face, so.
She's relieved. Thank God.
Bit of surrender there.
I'm
Okay.
great strength.
That's
Can't
good.
get another promise. See
Ever
on my face.
practical.
Fasted for 3 days. You'll be very hungry.
Lovely. So that's where we find Esther at the end of this week, having made the decision to go in to see the king, and we don't know yet until next week what the outcome of that will be. So would you? I will give you some paragraph afterwards on the back, but can we have a big round of applause? Glamorous assistants. So we're going to be thinking a little bit, just for a little moment or two, about something that we will all encounter sometime in our lives. That's making a difficult choice. It's not always going to be as dramatic as Esther's, but it can still feel like a burden. So has anybody here had to make a difficult choice that they would like to share, or maybe share how they made that choice, the process they might have gone through to make that choice. Which chair to sit in? Which gentleman? Well, let me think about something. That's really hard, isn't it, on the spot to think of things. But have you ever a time when you've had to tell the truth, or you've been faced with a decision to tell the truth, when telling the truth will be really awkward or embarrassing? I'm not going to ask people if they actually did tell the truth in the end or not. And whether we speak up when someone's being treated unfairly. And sometimes it puts the spotlight then on us, doesn't it? It makes it really difficult. Or whether to take a step of obedience when we don't know where that step will lead. Maybe particularly at school, if you're in charge of a team and you have to pick who's going to be in your team. Sorry, Annette, would you want to share something?
Yeah, just sort of a little bit example.
So I've just thought of a little example that was shareable, which was when I was at work one day, and you know, when you've got a boss, someone's in authority, and when they tell you what to do, you're supposed to do it. That's the authority that you're under. However, my boss said, when I took a phone call, had it on mute, told him who it was, he said, "Oh no, tell them I'm not here." And I was like, okay, so I'd got a clear instruction that I'd been told what I had to do, which was to say that the boss wasn't there, but the boss was there, and that would be a lie. So I just had a split second to think, and the boss was there, like, right beside me, so I just had to decide. And I'm very sorry, he's not available right now. But because I wasn't willing to actually lie and say exactly what it was the boss had told me to say. Just a little.
Thank you. The power of language to keep us from actually lying. Great. Thank you, Annette, for sharing that. So sometimes we might have a decision about which job to take. We've got a choice, we're lucky, how to spend our money. So the big moment comes for Esther when Mordecai sends her that. It's quite a famous passage quote from the scripture now, and it says, the message concludes, "Who knows but that you have come to the palace for such a time as this." Now, Esther obviously hadn't engineered the situation she was in. She'd come totally by coincidence into the palace, being chosen basically for her beauty. And so she hadn't chosen this crisis. But when Mordecai says that now to her, maybe there's a purpose behind this. Maybe there's something beyond you just happening to be in the palace. Maybe there's something there that God knows where we are. God sees where we are. And sometimes we might find ourselves in a difficult situation and think, why am I having to deal with this? Why me? Why has this happened to my family? Why has God put me in this situation? When we don't get an immediate answer, we can begin to doubt that God's even seeing, even with us, and even aware. And Esther reminds us that God has a purpose for placing us somewhere or in a situation, even when we don't understand the circumstances. I'm going to think about a jigsaw puzzle. So you've got one piece of jigsaw puzzle. You look at it on its own, and it might not make much sense. You don't know where it belongs, but the person who's designed the picture, on the front, knows exactly where it belongs. And if anybody wants to finish this later, I can do. We used the example this morning of a tapestry. If you look at the back of a tapestry, certainly anything I've done, it looks like a mess, and it's just lots of knots and things. But when you look at the front, God can see the beautiful finished picture. But when we're the threads and we're going through those threads, it just feels a bit random. So we see often the difficult choice. But what does God see? He's seeing what he can accomplish through our faithfulness in those difficult situations. That doesn't mean every difficult situation is caused by God. And we think the story of Esther, it was full of human wickedness, it was full of injustice, human sin. But when we're facing a difficult situation, perhaps instead of asking, why is this happening? We could ask, Lord, how can I be faithful here, in this time, in this place? And perhaps the place we find ourselves might be an opportunity to share our faith. Perhaps telling the truth or having a difficult conversation is an opportunity to demonstrate grace or humility. Perhaps speaking up for someone who can't speak up for themselves is an opportunity to practice Christ-like love. I guess to put herself in the line of danger in order to save the Jewish people. Maybe sometimes we need to be willing to stick our heads above the parapet a little bit in order to save those or to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. So perhaps we've been placed somewhere for such a time as this. Now we can tell that Esther is afraid. Does that mean, do you think that meant she didn't have courage? No, because it's important to remember that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to do the right thing, even though we're afraid. Esther refuses to allow fear to make her decision for her. Because fear is very good at presenting itself as wisdom, isn't it? Especially when we have a survival instinct and it says, don't risk it, no, don't get involved. If you get involved, you might get hurt. Don't risk it, or they might turn on you. Or don't make yourself uncomfortable, just go along with everybody else. And sometimes that's exactly what we want to hear. Actually, we think, yeah, I'm sure God wouldn't want me to be, in a position where I'm going to feel awkward or I'm going to be made fun of or whatever it might be. And I'm sure that God doesn't expect us to put ourselves in danger necessarily, but I think He does expect us to step outside of our comfort zones. I'm thinking about a child learning to swim. I don't know if you girls did this, and I did this with my children, and they're standing on the side and they're going, I don't want to go in the water, it's cold and we don't know what it's going to feel like. But the parent, me or you were in the water, say, come on, it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right. And eventually, hopefully, usually, they take the plunge and they jump in. And it's not because they're not frightened anymore, not because all their apprehension went away, it's because they trusted the person that was with them right there at the end, at the edge of the pool. And neither of my children drowned as a result, so it's a good thing. And it's worth thinking that if we're about to make an important journey through an unfamiliar country, we wouldn't deliberately throw away a map, would we? That say, oh, I'll just figure it out as we go along. But sometimes that can be how we approach life. But God's given us a map, if you like. He's given us tools. He's given us prayer. He's given us His Word. He's given us each other. He's given us His Holy Spirit. And yet sometimes we can forget that, can't we? Try and navigate life on our own. So remember, I think as Esther did, she fasted and prayed, she sought God, she sought the help of others. And sometimes it's good to ask for advice, and not necessarily just asking for advice from the person you know is going to agree with you. Because we need to be willing to ask somebody we know is going to give us advice that's biblical and might not be what we want to hear. But those are the people that really love us because they want the best for us. So back to Esther, eventually when she has to make the decision, and she does, she says, I will go to the king, even though it's against the law. And if I perish, I perish. She's reached the point where she says, I'm going to do what I believe is right and leave the outcome to God. And that's faith. And really, that's the heart of the Christian message, isn't it? Because the greatest example of this is Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. In the gospel message, we can find parallels with Esther's story. Can't we? Esther was willing to risk her life in order to save her people. And Jesus willingly gave his life to save the world. Esther entered the presence of an earthly king to plead for her people. And Jesus ushers us now into the throne room of the heavenly king. God our Father, knowing that he might, to save, Jesus gave himself into the hands of sinful people, knowing that he would die. And Esther said, if I perish, not knowing. But Jesus came knowing that he would perish. He chose to perish, not because he'd done anything wrong, but because he came to bear the judgment that sinners deserve. So our relationship with God could be restored, and we could once again have peace with God, and we could have eternal life. But the gospel isn't just about, is it, what happens when we die? The gospel is about how we live our lives today. And when Jesus is Lord of our lives, difficult choices look different. Because if someone hurts us, we can choose forgiveness because Christ has forgiven us. If we're tempted to follow the crowd, we can stand firm in his strength because our identity is found in Christ. If we're facing an uncertain future, we can trust that the one who holds our future is faithful. And if we fail, and we will because we're human, God's grace is enough to forgive us and wipe the slate clean. So let's be excited about what God is going to do in us and through us. And let's make sure we're there for one another as brothers and sisters in Christ. Amen. Linda's going to come and talk us through some of the response things that we've got. There's a few little bits and pieces around the garden.
Sorry, I'm distracted by baby.
I know, she's quite gorgeous. She shouldn't be so cute.
Okay, so there are 4. I'm looking and seeing 3. No, okay, so I've seen the 4th one. I was going to say there's 4 different areas to kind of think about and respond to what Sue has spoken to us about. So there is, you've got be brave, so God help me when I'm afraid. Speak up, help me to stand up for others. Trust in God, so asking God to help you when you don't know what will happen and make a difference. Asking God to show you how you can help. So we've got right prayers. Which one's which? Sorry, because I'm not.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, if you look on the table at the back where it says trust God, there's some Play-Doh and some rocks. And the idea is to go to one of the stations where you'll see there's a card tied to the back of the chair, like be brave, make a difference, trust God, and just to think, thank you, thank you, lovely, I like it. There's one over there. So there's only three chairs, and those places just to go and think, really, maybe spend a few moments with God. And if that's something that you want to respond to, just place a rock down there. You don't need to write anything on it. It's just an action. Sometimes doing a physical action helps to kind of solidify our intentions. Or you can take some Play-Doh and mould it into something that means something to you and just leave it there. On this table here, there are some jigsaw pieces that you can write on. Everybody has got a gift. Everybody's got something to give. So we're all part of God's jigsaw. It's the idea, and we're all part of the puzzle. So if you want to write something that you feel you've got to give, or there are instructions near it, and there are pens there, then you can put that there. And later on, if the kids want to do the jigsaw, it's Stickman. And what I love about that, because I thought I accidentally picked up Stickman, it was the one thing that was there, but he is somebody, if you know the story, who people were trying to make him into something else. Stickman, he was thrown for a dog and make him a part of a nest or something, but he knew who he was, and he was determined to get back to his home. And I think that's a really nice message for us, actually, to not let people mould us into something we're not. We know who we are in Jesus, and that's what we need to remember. There's a card there which is speak. I can use my voice for good. And there's some little speech bubbles and there's suggestions of what you might write in there. Maybe somebody who's lonely, somebody who needs encouraging, and just stick it onto the big picture. As long as it means something to you, it doesn't have to make sense to any of us. And we're continuing from last week. We had our prayers, which were things we can do this week that might be a small thing, but that we commit to do that is something good that can add to the kingdom of God. So we'll put some music on for about 10 minutes or so and just go and have a little. So it's really to have a time with God and just think, because there's a lot to think about, because we all have difficult situations, certainly we all have things that we're pondering. So, it's not going to suddenly find an answer necessarily here and now, but we might do, you never know. But just take time to just stand around these various stations and have a think. If anybody has any questions, then just come and ask.
Okay, and just before you do go off, I'll find where I've written it now. So when we were praying before the service, we had a couple of words. So if these words kind of are something that you feel is for you, then please take the opportunity to kind of bring it to God and to get some prayer. So we had a word about a miracle and a reminder of Acts 9:18, when something like scales fell from Saul's eyes and he could see again. We had a picture of a peach that is fuzzy and furry, and it's sweet and juicy and moreish and makes you want more. And that was felt that Jesus is wanting for you to take that first bite, and he's waiting and willing to give you more. You just have to let him. And then a slightly controversial picture of Colin the caterpillar cake, or could it be Cuthbert? And a reminder of 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But like the caterpillar, don't be discounted because of your age or your experience. You will emerge as a butterfly in his perfect timing. And then a reminder to wait, and that the Lord is waiting for you. So sometimes you think of wait as you waiting on the Lord, but this was felt more as a reminder that he's waiting on you. Okay. We can have some music.
You hear the melody of all creation, but there's a song of praise that only God can bring. Who else is worthy? Who else is worthy?
Hi everyone, sorry if I can just kind of bring you back. Hi everybody, if we can come back and then just give people an opportunity to share anything that you'd like to share from the activities. I know.
Can you stop?
So that's all right, Naomi. I'm just going to pick on you first now. That's fine. So we're just going to get people to share a little bit from the activities of what they. You don't necessarily have to share anything too personal, but maybe something you found easy or hard. And actually, Naomi, I was always going to come to you because of that last little one.
Fine, Play-Doh. Yeah. So we were doing the puzzle pieces, and the first one was writing down the gifts that you've got that you can use to basically share God's news. And I struggled because I don't know about you guys, but finding things that you're good at is really hard for me. Like, I genuinely struggle to believe that I'm good at anything. So Sue basically started off my puzzle piece and finished it because I just, I don't see. I think I struggle to find stuff that I'm good at because I always pick at the stuff that I'm bad at, and that's what I try and focus on because you can't get better if you don't know what you're bad at. But I did find it easier to do Sue and Linda's. So if anyone wants a puzzle piece of all their strengths, just come and find us and we can do that. So I really, thank you.
I don't know the book.
And I think that really highlighted something because that is something I think like when Naomi decided to do it for Sue and I, we both kind of went like that, and the rabbit caught in the headlights look of like, what are you good at? So yeah, it is so much easier to find things that are good about other people, but it is really good to have this opportunity as well to think about what you're good at yourself, and then to think further at how you can use that to further God's kingdom. Would anybody else like to share?
But yeah, I focused on to be brave. The things I've had to go through over the last month or so. Sort of handed all that over to God and said, right, fair enough, you take it, you deal with it. And the last step I've got is the funeral this week to get through. And I said, ask God for coverage and backing on that as I face that on Wednesday.
Wonderful.
Yeah, hi, my name is Naveen, relatively new. For me, the hardest thing I found, and find even, in my life is trusting God. Because it's the hardest thing for me to do, to realise that even when I don't feel like it, you know, God is with me. And like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I have to trust God that He's going to make sure I still got a roof over my head, make sure I still got maybe money in my account and food, etc. And it's a hard thing to do, to really, you know, as we're kids, we trust our parents or whoever, if not your real parents, foster parents, people that are your parents. But when you've been let down by your parents, for me, trust is hard to build trust with anyone. But I know that I can trust God, but I have to do it more. And I pray every day.
Yeah, that actually makes me think of the like in the Old Testament about trusting God for everything, like manna from heaven, and to have to trust every single day that you're going to have that food and that you don't have to store it all up, and because it is going to be given afresh for you the next day. So I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, definitely. So if anyone else would like to share, then you can. Annette?
Mine's just a really simple one on the Trust God table. When I was thinking about it, I just did a really simple cross. It sounds like a bit of a cliche, but actually, whatever you're going through and whatever level of trust you need, it's by just focusing on the cross and thinking about Jesus and keeping your focus there. That's what I find really helpful in terms of building that trust.
Okay, so we are going to have some more refreshments now, and we have some music playing, and myself and I'm looking hopefully over there at Sue will be available for anybody that wants prayer. Okay, thank you.
So that's why we could hear it. The foldback.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to keep it on because she's using the mic. She didn't want to.
No, I know. But I just started it, and I looked at the slider. And I was like, oh, it's down, right? Oh, I started, and I could hear it. So I was like, quickly kill it off the mono.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's funny, that. It's exactly what you've been reading.
What's that? What?
That last comment.
What's set?
Well, that might, he was saying, Naveen was saying, he finds it hard to put that trust there, and that's really similar to what you sent me.
The job, though. The job.
Is it job or joke?
Oh, no, joke.
Yeah, I've been saying joke, and everyone's like, she's like, no, it's job, and it is spelled like job.
Job is what I was told at school, so yeah. I think different people say it different ways. Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't really. But no, it's really similar to what you sent me, actually, with when you're in that moment of despair. And there we are, the man at the Wailing Wall. I remember you said you were reading that.
Oh right.
And it's about sharp light. And then when you go into that, so I do read these. They're interesting, and I think they come for a reason, really. So I was probably take forever. So there we go. And it's all about like he's in despair at how he feels forsaken, and then it goes into talk about that, and how it's a way of sharpening your tools. Like sharp knives are better than blunt knives. So when you're in that moment of despair, it's just a way of actually getting. When you get through it, I guess. I take it it's meant to mean you're going to be more in the line, sort of thing. Afterwards. So just thought it was quite interesting that came up, especially if that's what you're reading. Yeah, in the end, correction produces the peaceable fruit of righteousness that is eternal and should give us hope. So, and the Bible's full of it, isn't it? Test my heart, O Lord, so I may come to know your love greater. You know, and all that stuff. It's all in there. And you don't want to be Jonah. That's the most brilliant story ever.
Yeah.
Jonah in the whale. I like that.
It's good, isn't it? It's a real fantastical tale.
Well, no, if you put it in the bullet point format, it's kind of hilarious. It's like, go over there and do that thing. No, I'm not going over there, I'm off. All right then. Come here. In fact, I'll stick you in a great big fish so you've got no choice. Spit you out over there. Oh, all right, I'm here now. Okay, I guess I better do it. Right, I've done what you asked. I hope you're happy. Go and smite all of them. No, I'm going to forgive them. What? You didn't, you get really annoyed that they've been forgiven, you feel there's no vengeance has come and they should have been smited, and you sit down, you start complaining, why have you forgiven them? They were so wicked. And God goes, it's all right, calm down. Sit in the shade, relax. Oh, okay, all right, well, I'm still not happy about it. The vine dies. What? What's going on here now? Why do I deserve this? You can write a real, kind of sitcom parody about that story.
Funny, isn't it? It just suddenly ends there. The story
where he just goes, "What do you have to complain about?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It is funny. So he didn't really learn to sharpen his knife at all through all of those tribulations. He trusted in him. He kind of did what he was told.
Yeah.
But
I suppose maybe it's a good tale for all of us, because you often feel like you don't learn anything at all. Well, I do, sometimes think I'm exactly back where I started.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually it's not about getting better and more powerful, more wise, or is it? It's about just trusting him every day.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I really like that story. But yeah, you're not wrong. You don't get some great revelation always. You feel quite disheartened during it all. But there you go. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a nice reminder.
I think Genesis is quite interesting.
I have to say that what his name now, the guy that gave that thing about trusting God, I have to do it every day at work. I kind of have spent most of my life not believing in myself. But I've always had people around me that says, no, you don't, you must believe in it. You must believe. And even if I wasn't in a Christian setting, people were always telling me, no, you must believe. And
I think you're rather good at what you do.
And well, yeah,
I do.
My job is massive range, and there are some things I'm absolutely appalling at. But actually, in a company, when you work in a group of people, you need people good at different things.
Yeah.
And there are areas where clearly they like what I do, but it's not clear to me what I'm good at. But I know that it's better than I'm there because people are benefiting in some way.
Well, it's a forest in a tree situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Other people can see the tree. It's easy to see things on other people.
Yeah,
good and bad,
But it's like I've got there's a little demon in me that every day gets up with me and says, "You're shit."
Yeah, but that's how you get better. That's honestly how you get better.
Yeah.
You walk around thinking I'm the bee's knees.
Well, no, there is that as well. That's a different demon that sort of says, "Yeah, you're amazing."
That's true.
Yeah.
They're the worst people to work with, by the way.
Well, they're all inside my head, and the people outside I find it easier to deal with most of the time. It's the ones that are inside my head that I find.
Well, it's funny because when we went to Focus and we went to that one thing in the evening, I asked God to let me see what is there, not what I think might be there. Do you know what I mean? And then I was like, I just let you handle all of that. Just help me to see what's there, so you're not second guessing everything.
believe a load of rubbish, incorrect ideas about whatever's going on.
Oh, it's so easy.
Know what's going on.
You think, oh, that's what that person thinks. Maybe they must think this. And oh, did I hear that? And it's like, no, just go with what's in front of you. You know? So yeah, that was my little bit over the weekend. I don't know if that's helpful.
Well, it is. And this whole trusting in God thing. And I'm going to share something with you, which I found really useful, which is like, actually, you don't need to trust in yourself.
No.
You don't need to trust whether you're any good or not. You can trust that God is going to be there when you need Him.
Yeah.
And that He'll give you the right idea, He'll give you the right strength.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I don't need to be any good, actually. It's God.
Just turn up.
Yeah, just turn up.
Yeah, that's what's true in a lot of things. That's really like your prayer you sent me, actually. Where is it? It'll be back there. I sent it to Christine when she just left. She asked me to help her move. So I did. It's funny, she was staying in the vicarage on the street where I used to live in Hounslow before we ended up with nowhere to live and had to go off to Poland for 3 months. Where is that thing? Well, hang on, I forwarded it to Christine and I sent her a lot. I get a lot less messages. Yeah, so this is when we're talking about the phone battery. Oh, it'll be in a forwarded message maybe? Is that an easier way to find it? Is it there? No. Oh, it doesn't show you things you shared, so. Oh, hang on, bear with me. Maybe I'll just search your name because I said I got it for it. You sent it to me. And I've probably got your name spelt wrong. No? Oh, and the both last. I've got lots of messages between me and you.
Come back to you when you most need it.
It's about putting your trust in it being His time and not your own. This is all AV stuff. She's got two.
I was obviously inspired. I thought I'll share this, but I'm afraid it's gone right out of my head.
Oh, it's really good. Oh, look, there's Charlotte being born, so it's well after that. This is all about AV. Still hasn't. Oh, here we go. So this is about a battery. Oh, it's not there. Oh, it must be on her other WhatsApp. So she's got two. There's one where she's singing. Oh dear. I sent it to her and she said that it's very true for the moment she was on, so I'll have to look in your thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to do a search for that. Let's do this. You've only ever sent me one prayer.
So it's zero memory then. So it was meant for you, probably.
I think it was at the time. But
was it an image? Because often my building friend Mark sends me prayers on an image.
Oh,
so
okay.
you won't necessarily be able to search for words. Jacob might. Or he'll send me an excerpt from the Bible.
Oh. Let me have a search in this other way, and if not, I'll give up. But elf last. Oh, go away. That one. Well, we've only got, let's see, those are media links and pictures. As pretty as you are, that's not what we want. I should have, you can star things. I should have starred it. Right, okay.
Oh yeah, this chap, what's his name? Sergej Kumar. Yeah, Sergej Kumar. His amazing players.
It wasn't actually that one, but it is a different one.
They're based in South Africa or something.
We seem to be chatting a lot. This is about Focus. It was before that. Fridge to be collected. How did the fridge get back?
I have no idea.
Oh right. Well, I assume
it might still be in the uproar, might it?
I've still got that inflatable mat in the back of my car that I need to drop
That's a
off.
good point, actually. That's a good...
Oh, that's really annoying now.
Maybe think I'm going to ask Sue whether that fridge might come back.
I hope so. Well, it probably did actually. They had the van when they dropped the football net off, didn't they? So.
Alex is not always good person, so you never know.
Oh, he's just busy. He goes with the "it'll be all right on the night" again, which is like poignant to this prep.
It is. It is. It is.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm gonna start starring stuff.
Don't worry. Obviously meant for that moment in time.
Yeah, and not for this one. But, yeah, I think.
See you later, guys. Have a lovely week. Yeah, you too, Cuckoo.
Alright, now I've got to run off to meet somebody, unfortunately. But I can help move some of the bigger, heavier things.
We could maybe just switch the music off and then move the speakers over.
I think that's probably a good idea. I'll do, let's see, I'll do a bit of...
This is the last one we're doing. So, I thought there was one more. 23rd, yeah.
Too heavy bits.
No, you're speaking.
I could just take the point. But yeah, no, so I've got the course on Wednesday. Yeah. And then I got done by the Met on the A4. And then I've gone through the same camera the other day, again at 40. So I'm waiting to be told I've been done for that as well. I didn't see a flash.
No! No, back to you.
And then the so, yeah.
We do this TV together.
Yeah, I just thought I'd yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. The worrying thing is, I pled guilty to the man. I pled guilty to the man about 4 days ago with the intent to prosecute. Well, for speeding to me. They send you a really ominous letter, don't they? We're going to prosecute you. You have to say, yes, that was me, or no, that wasn't me. Actually, no, yeah, well, I'm getting a flurry of them. I haven't had one for ages. So, anyway, I haven't heard anything back. I filled in the portal and it said, right, we're going to allocate the offence. It said, I will allocate the offence. You'll hear back from us. Okay. Yeah, well, it was like Surrey police got back to me within a couple of days. Do you know what I think about it? It's because they've got a process. Oh, yeah. But then, so I thought to myself, well, I'll go back into the portal because it lets you log back in to see, though you can't change your statement, you're meant to be able to log back in to see what's going on. So I tried to get back in and it locked me out. It wouldn't let me log back in. So I've sent them an email. I said, look, I've went into the court, I've pled guilty. I've got told you allocating the offence, I've got nothing else since. So please advise of the next steps in this process. My mate won't. I just get a letter back. You do it all by post.
And I'm thinking, what about the role?
And then I gave them my email address. But I had no confirmation. Like, sorry, police are very close. They're like, here's a confirmation you did something. And they give me all the evidence in case of me. And you better, like, we're not going to do anything. Because if I end up telling the judge, he'll say, well, prove it. So I thought, well, if I write them an email, at least I've got some proof I tried to contact them to report it, if it gets to that stage. Well, I've got no choice. But no, you can't be just laissez about it. Just show a little bit of due diligence. I think that's probably the wisest thing. But now I'll have to just leave it as you say. It's quite worrying. The last thing I want is it to get worse. It's only 3 points in 100 quid. It's not like poor Harold.
So this is on top of your.
Oh yeah. So this is the second. And now I'm waiting on a possible third one in the next couple of days. Oh yeah, hopefully not. Now I know for sure where that junction is.
I don't think you have a speed limit.
Well, this is the thing. You only have one every 2 years.
You lose.
Minimum. Well, we see it could be 6. But then the other thing is the virus
Joe's idea of having a rotation. 4 weeks.
So I've been offered one by Surrey County Council, Surrey County, which I've been sent on. This one isn't from me. And although technically you're not meant to do, if they offer me, I'm going to take it. Because of the fact that I know, I believe that I'm pretty standard everything. It's like, yeah, once every 3 years. But now, I don't know, they might not. But I'm just really hoping that I don't get another.
Here I'm going, I'll bring that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Frisbee.
Thank you, I'm sorry.
And we've got
Right, see you later.
the other nets are the football nets, and they are the right. We've got nets, right. Right. Yeah. Yes. We can hang them up. Yeah, yeah. Hang them up and then that way. It's easier.
They're on the chair though.
I'll try and do
Ruben!
That is next weekend. No, it's the weekend after. Oh, it's Monday. I'm there all Friday. I only had a thing like.
I didn't stop the stream.
Get in what?
We're still live. I forgot to stop the stream.
What?
End stream.
Peace.